Sorry, DauT said I have to do that if I want to cast his games from here on out, because he's the Lord. Welcome to an islands game, which has very oddly shaped islands. DauT's in the red. He's picked the Portuguese, and I have a lot to say about that, because that is not your average pick. The Civ is good on water, just not the norm. And then we have Hera, and Hera's gone for Vikings. It's either Vikings or Italians. I'd say Italians are probably picked like 70% of the time. Vikings are picked 20% of the time. And I'd say Vikings probably suits Hera's strengths, right? Because he's very micro-oriented player. Especially against DauT, too. So, let's talk about Portuguese, and let's talk about DauT to start it off.
1890. Thank you so much for your videos. They make me play better and better.
So, I'm going to pull up the tech tree. Now, this is making me anxious because I'm really bad with the tech tree, but I'll pretend I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so all units for the Portuguese cost 15% less gold, and ships have 10% more HP. Yes, they can build a Feitoria in the Imperial Age. I hope we don't get there, but you never know on islands. Also, their unique tech, their ships get more armor, so in post-Imperial Age they can be quite good. And what else is cool is that the unique unit, the Caravel, where is it? Caravel is quite good against longboats. It's actually quite good against mass galleons of any kind. So, what does that mean? That means Caravels are good against civilizations that don't get fire ship. Guess what civilization doesn't get fire ship? Vikings. So, there we go. So, in theory, Portuguese should be pretty good against Vikings. I still feel like the Viking bonuses are too strong. I mean, compared to Portuguese, right? I'm not saying go out and nerf Viking water anytime soon. But it's just, everything's more streamlined. There's a reason people pick Vikings and Italians. I haven't seen Portuguese shining much at the pro level at all, actually. In 1v1s, I don't think Portuguese was picked once at all in the last couple big tournaments with islands. Now, why is because Viking warships are cheaper in each age, and also they're eco with the wheelbarrow and the handcart. So that, as well as the docks being cheaper, means that you can get those galleys out pretty quickly. And yes, you don't get fires, but you get galleys, you get a few demos, and you can get a head start. So, as that boar is attacking the TC, we'll see. Hera's going for a rather forward dock. I don't know if they're going to play this out into feudal age. Knowing DauT, he'll probably go for fast Imperial Feitoria or something crazy. But I'm just curious to see them experiment with this. I think Hera's going to play this standard. Oh, wow. They're dock buddies. That's cute. Will they be able to see each other over the shoreline? No, not yet anyways. Okay. Well, there's Hera. I guess he could have gone to the right side. It's interesting they both decided to dock there. They will probably find each other when they have fishing ships. Now, do you think that DauT's island has more wood? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count this as 3, because this is a small clump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't even do math when I make the rules. Okay, so like 7 to 8-ish wood clumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I wish I could tell. To me, the shape of the island is better for DauT. Hera has both of his golds in that one spot there. Let me put it to you this way. I think the wood looks even, but I think the shape of the island is better for DauT because things can't be ranged as easily if he loses water control. That's how I would break it down. Why is Hera getting loom? Oh, I know what it is. Hera's going to transport, and he's going to drop 3 archer ranges on the island. Way to go, Hera. Way to have some style, man. No, seriously, why did he get loom? Maybe he just got it because he knows DauT, and DauT likes to go for transport. But you don't need to get loom unless your villagers are going to be exposed. And on islands, they shouldn't be exposed unless you make them exposed. Or someone arrives with a transport ship. So who do you think this favors? Players being so close together like this. I would say that this favors DauT. Hera is going to be much faster to feudal age, but If the fishing ships are close and the docks are close, it should favor the fire galley player. And there goes DauT. So he has a few more vills working for him. Same amount of fishing ships. Hera's going to golds. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Second dock. Surprise, 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 surprise. No surprises here. Loom is meta? Gotcha. I've heard... It's funny how so many players have different opinions. It's like, people will say so frequently, I'll hear a high-level player say something's meta when it's definitely not amongst everyone else. Like, I didn't just randomly get confused by that. DauT didn't get Loom because that's wasted TC time for him to research that, right? But DauT might need Loom. You could argue getting Loom after you arrive to feudal age is a little bit better because you can make the fire galley slightly faster. It's to get up faster, but that idles your town center. I mean, it's a small thing, right? See, DauT's, this is what I would do. DauT's getting Loom after the fact, so he has reached feudal age. Like, if Hera didn't research Loom, he could have reached feudal age 25 seconds faster, and then he could have researched Loom when it was necessary in feudal. Okay, so 3 docks, possible with Vikings because they're so cheap, and Hera's a huge nerd. So he's probably going to try and micro down the fishing ships. Now, what's important to note here is that galleys do more damage against fishing ships. So Hera, even without fletching, just come in and poke these bad boys down. So he gets 1. He'll get 2. So
keep up the good work.
Does the gold discount really matter at this stage of the game for Portuguese? It doesn't, because it's the wood cost for everything. I don't think the gold cost is enough to say Portuguese is better than Vikings or better than Italians on water. Okay, so DauT lost all but one of his fishing ships. Now here he comes with fires. I think the big thing for DauT is he has to take out the galleys for Hera. Hera should be about to make a blacksmith. There it is. And he'll get fletching after that. He can barely afford it, but fletching will be nice. And I think he'll probably have a demo on the way now. Oh no, just straight galleys. I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, it was DauT in the island game where he transported the onagers to the enemy island to destroy the trees. Yep. That was a sick game. And also his opponent was really stubborn there too, which was quite cool. Good micro from Hera. He will be close to losing that one. Okay, he loses one. These two are still fleeing. His fishing ships, he's moved to the side. Hera does have fletching now, and DauT has the fires. So this is, in an ideal world, as Viking player, what you want is a dock that's pretty far away from the other docks, so you can mass the galleys.
Learning how to lame wild boars in real life during quarantine. Thanks T90.
What? Your channel inspired me to try learning how to lame wild boars in real life during quarantine. What are you doing? I did not advocate for that. Thank you for the donation, I guess. Poor boars. JLA, thank you for the 38 months. I'm going to blame MBL for that one. Okay, can Hera hold on to his numbers? He loses another galley. I think Hera will actually welcome losing that fishing ship because he can keep his numbers alive here. Keep an eye on the eco. Vikings having free wheelbarrow really helps their efficiency with their farms and every other resource they're collecting too. And then of course handcart and castle age is so strong. DauT's numbers are pretty high. It's 10 to 12. But Hera having fletching is quite nice here. Oh, come on, DauT. Can you get the weak ones? Can you get the weak ones? Get it? Oh, you're getting the wrong one. Got it. Nice. Okay. Okay, this is where I was expecting a demo. Just one demo from Hera would be so nice. You never know, of course, but I think the demo's got to happen. And for DauT, you've got to take water control before Hera hits castle. Hera will likely castle faster because of the fishing ships and the Viking economy. So I appreciate what DauT's trying to do here with Portuguese. I'm still not convinced that there's any reason if you're going for the best of the best picks that you should pick anything but Italians or Vikings right now in the meta. I'm hoping that changes over upcoming patches. I think it'd be really cool to see a few other civilizations seen here. You obviously can make arguments for Japanese right now too. Like, there was a tier list. I think tier 1, it would be Vikings, Italians, or Italians, Vikings, and then everything else would be tier 2 or down. But maybe, like, maybe DauT can make it to Caravels at some stage of this game. You say that, then you complain when people keep picking the same civs? DauT is just having fun. No, I'm not. George, I think you're not getting my tone, sir. I'm not complaining that DauT is picking Portuguese because it's bad. I'm talking about the pros and cons of each civilization. That's kind of what I have to do as a caster, George. I'm trying to break down like what players can do here. I'm not saying that DauT is wrong to pick Portuguese. I'm glad that he picked Portuguese. Okay. So ultimately, what it does come down to is macro and micro, and Vikings have the better eco behind it. They should have the better macro behind it. See, what DauT did is he went market, and he went blacksmith, and he sold all of his stone so he could buy food and have a good castle time, because he knows he's going to be behind. He basically knows this is GG if Hera's in Castle Age faster than him right now. And Hera still is going to have more, and Hera still is going to click up, and Hera also sniped a villager there. That is unfortunate. I always hate it when your berries are forward. I guess Harry's... Harry. Hera's berries, oh god, were forward. How about towering the shoreline? Nah, that it wouldn't do enough. Castle Age units would take it down. Yeah, and caravels, you have to have a position where you can transition into the caravels. So when you're going only fires in feudal age, you're going to need to go for fires at the start of Castle Age. So Hera's played this clean. He did not need to sell a stone either. So if need be, he could make a second TC in Castle. Vikings are too strong. Harry. No, I wasn't talking about you, man. Yeah, 2 high-level players, though. Harry in the chat is almost just as good as Hera. Actually, Harry in the chat is pretty much what Hera would be like if Hera was rated 700 elo below where he's at currently. Hera couldn't micro near as well, and Hera had better jokes. I'm kidding, Harry. I don't even know what his elo is. Harry was a solid player on Foobly. I'm just trolling him. That was a nice demo there for DauT. It's a desperation demo. Thank you, Tomfy, for the 5 months, and thanks, Fork, for the Twitch Prime. Oof. Imagine if he gets a Castle Age demo. He needs a miracle to get a Castle Age demo on these, but he could kill half of them. Alright, what does DauT even have? Oh, it's definitely a desperation demo attempt here. Because he'll have a demo in this stock and a demo in this stock. Can he get it? He wants the fires to go in front to distract the shots. Okay, this stock's gonna go down. Oh! Yo, that was good. That was actually really good. These are some weak boys in here. If I were Hera, I would not make longboats. I would just stick with the war galleys. Still crazy KD for Hera, and now DauT has 1 less production building. Wait a second. Is DauT gonna go fast imp into Feitoria? Is that what he's about to try? Look at those resources. It would be hilarious if he gets to Feitoria's in this game. That's the one thing he has to bail himself out. He only has 11 on food though, and Hera, he can add a second and a third TC and then fish in the back. Like I'd like a dock back here and then adding fishing ships once he completely wins water. I'll say it like this. If you haven't already picked up on it, this game should be over. This game should have been over. If we're talking 2 players playing to the best of their abilities, this was over the second it was Vikings versus Portuguese. Viking versus Portuguese. Actually, that's taking a lot away from Hera's performance here and maybe not giving DauT enough credit. But at this point on islands, your chances of coming back when you don't have water control and you're going to be behind in TCs is just so slim. Like, I have a better chance of getting into the top 20 than DauT has winning this game. And I don't have a very big chance of getting into the top 20, so. Okay, DauT's getting careening. He's making fires, so careening gives him a little bit of armor. 8th, you can use I'm not sure what you mean exactly, but he says, can you wall coastline as interference? Like, is there any strat to support that? You'll see players build houses on the shoreline. That way, when patrols come in, they'll automatically aggro houses. I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but you will see that utilized sometimes. Okay. So, Hera... He doesn't really need a demo here, but a demo or two wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I would say like 2 or 3 demos, send them in front. Because this is risky to just play with the micro. I don't think he made a single demo in the feudal age either. DauT has a lot of fires. DauT has a lot of fire ships. It's because they're cheaper. Oh, I figured it out. Portuguese bonuses coming into play for DauT. Hera's micro still really good. He's adding a few longboats now, and yeah. Hera has the choke. Still a great spot to be in. Alright. 3 TCs for Hera. DauT's just on 1 because he's hoping that he can get enough to push back. It is very unlikely. That island needs 3 archery ranges? Nah, it's too late. It doesn't work at this stage. You have to do it, like, going 3 TCs is 2020 meta. You have to go 3 archery ranges in feudal age. So many people have built archery ranges for the memes in the center island, but they built the archery ranges after they'd already won. Come on now. Just insulting. Build the archery ranges earlier. Yeah, by the way, to people who think it's a great idea, like if these guys are however long ahead of us, to spoil results. Now, I understand that people say it as trolls then because of, you know, they think it's funny, but don't be that guy. It's common sense. Don't be that guy. Yo! Okay, so that was a good fight for DauT. That was a really good fight for DauT. He's behind by 15 villagers. Yeah, I mean, we can time people out if we really have to, but we shouldn't have to. Why didn't Hera make demos? Where are the demos? Where are the demos? I mean, guys, I might be on the road to becoming a top 20 player. What is happening? Oh my... Portuguese, PogChamp!
Toto once said, and I fully agree with, I'm 1890.
Okay, wait a second. Is DauT about to transition into caravels behind this? Because he's getting fletching. He's making war galleys. It's actually not a bad idea, but I wanted to see some caravels. I think Hera maybe got a little bit overconfident with his micro there. It's a rated game, so maybe he would have normally made a few demos in front. He's certainly making it now because he's probably worried. Okay. Remember, Hera will likely imp faster because he has double the food income. Oh my god, oh my god! He has DauT blocked Hera in. Hera cannot run. He cannot hide. He cannot micro anymore. Wow. That was sick from DauT. All of these longboats will go down now. This is the equivalent of DauT saying that, like, DauT says, I don't micro, I get ballistics. Yeah, DauT doesn't micro, he DauT blocks. Game-changing DauT block. Now, granted, DauT was already coming back before that, but we're still looking at decent military numbers for Hera, and all of that went down. Now look at the score. And now Hera, he's in a rough position because he has to redock, and yes, these docks are cheaper, but he's lost momentum. What am I seeing right now?
The Lord prevails. Mandatory Siege Onager edition.
Damn, dude. So this is a benefit. So when you go for TCs, right, you invest 275 wood, 100 stone into a town center. And Hera added 2 of them. So he was so far ahead that he could do that. And he's obviously getting resources in return for that. But the concern then becomes if you don't have enough on water, you can lose it. So you need to have a fine balance there. I still feel like Hera should have made demos. But I talked about earlier, I mentioned earlier, excuse me, how he doesn't have a great way of taking resources if DauT surrounds him with range. And DauT is beginning to do that now, and Hera will be pushed off of this stone. Now, something Hera could do is he could build a castle, and that could protect the shoreline. And the meta is to forward castle. I think he'll even sell wood and sell some stone here. And just try and go Imperial and win water again. DauT doesn't really need Horse Collar at this stage, because he doesn't have a lot of farms. To the people noticing that, it's not that big a deal. He's still taking berries here, or at least he was until Hera picked those villagers off. 15 military against 35, but that's a great way for Hera to get back into the game, make more longboats, build a castle, and now go to the Imperial Age. So, yes, Hera lost numbers, but if he's able to get his gold and his wood, which he can in most areas, he can soon get Bracer, he can soon get Chemistry, and maybe even afford Elite Longboat, and still DauT will be sitting in the Castle Age. So DauT needed not just one good moment, he needed 5 or 6 good moments to have a chance in this game. That's how far behind he was. And DauT really should stop going berries now. But I don't think the safe play is to come out here again if you're Hera. Fortunately, the longboats are pretty quick. But yeah, I think this is a risky move. He gets amazing kills and he can just loop around, I suppose. But if he were to lose these, it's giving DauT more time to catch up and maybe go to Imp himself. Hera can't take the stone. Hera can't take some of these farms. He could barely take that gold, though I think some of it might be ranged. Yep. And oh my goodness gracious. Hera again. It's a difference between the nerd and the strategist. That sometimes you just can't help. It's like having Mangadai. You just can't help but fight with them. It's still fine, though. He lost 1 or 2. And was able to snipe more in the process. 20 set, 29, 28. Around 30 numbers for Hera. Only 38 for DauT. And DauT still hasn't clicked up to Imp. Yeah, Hera's fine. If I were to choose a position, I would have chose Hera's position at the first second. I would have chose Hera's position at 15th minute. I would choose Hera's position now. There really wasn't a point where I wouldn't have gone for Hera's position because of how far ahead he was after his Feudal Age play. Okay, what's the difference between a War Galley cost and the Caravel cost? I just checked. I think Caravel are 90 wood, 30 gold. Does anyone remember how much a War Galley costs? His Hera's hitting and running. Why didn't he get Bracer yet? Why no Bracer? He's still fighting with Castle Age units. Okay, now DauT's getting Horse Collar, which makes sense at this point. War Galley is 90 wood, 30 gold? Wait, so it's the same. Is it the same, or did I get the Caravel cost wrong? I think Hera thinks he has Bracer right now. He believes he has Bracer, but he's fighting with Castle Age numbers. Okay, and here come Caravels. Alright, Caravels are supposed to be quite good against longboats, but in these numbers, I'm not so sure. Yeah, DauT can't fight with these numbers. And he also doesn't have a castle on the shoreline, so he has to fall back and he'll lose docks in the process. So these are like Scorpion ships, for those curious. So they do some pass-through damage. Hera might even need to consider using a different formation. I don't think if Feitoria can save DauT. But DauT's the Lord, so it's not like he can pray for safety. Pray to himself, that doesn't work. If he can't do it, nobody can. Careening now for Hera, who still thinks he has Bracer. He still thinks he has it. If he loses this game because of that throw earlier and then not getting Bracer here, I will be shocked. Bracer! Get Bracer! Careening's on the way, so a bit more armor. Now Elite Caravel's about to come in. And Bracer for DauT as he runs to the corner. And now he engages because he's no choice but to. Right before Elite Caravel comes in. Obviously, Hera's gonna win this fight, right? I really love this animation. That animation looks so freaking cool. I think they should change that for all ships, just so I can see that more frequently. Okay, Hera's getting elite longboat now. Bracer! Bracer, 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 bracer. 48 military versus 21. Oh my god! The caravels in that position was perfect. If that's like a scorpion. Oh my god! Dude! And consider the amount of HP or the lack of HP on those longboats. DauT's been one town center. Surely he's not going to win this game. Surely he's not going to win this game. Hey, DauT number 1 in the Twitch chat. Who are you rooting for? Just curious. I think you're pretty neutral, right? Probably rooting for both players equally. Yeah, makes sense. Pear, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Oh, a castle in the middle now for Hera. Is this going to be a DauT castle? Okay, he's running back and forth. Oh my god, this is a DauT castle, isn't it? Should have started with the archery ranges, Hera. Like, Hera... I don't think he can fight this. Guys, I so rarely... Bracer! Bracer! No! He realized he didn't have Bracer. He's like, hold on a second. I should be trading better here. But yeah, I so rarely see elite caravels engaging against the longboats in these numbers, so... Okay, so there's still 10 caravels. Hera sends more villagers. Hera should still be in a good position. Does anyone know... Wait a second. Did they make a change to islands where the 5th relic is in the middle? Or is it 3 on one side and 2 on the other? Because it looks like Hera has 3 relics on his islands. I thought they made an adjustment to the scripts. That's a almost DauT castle, but it completes. So it's 3 and 2. They didn't change that, really. Because I thought, obviously for Hidden Cup, we adjusted that so the 1 relic was in the middle. But for some reason, I thought that they had adjusted that in the Islands version on DE as well. Oh god, this game's never going to end, is it? DauT just made Feitoria. He's just going to try and outlast Hera. Poor Hera. He experienced this already in a different way against Viper. In the, I forget the title of the YouTube video. But he's about to experience it again. The game which, well, spoilers, and if you haven't seen it, you probably were never going to find it. Where Viper had only Malay fish traps, no villagers, and he had a market. And he would sell food, and then he would buy wood, and he won the game. Okay, so they didn't fix that. Okay, so at least Hera gets the 3rd relic. Maybe Hera's not taking it because it's only fair. It's one of those things where for now he doesn't take it because he's like, I got this game, and then in an hour he takes it because he realizes that DauT's going to try and survive forever. It's really hard to finish off your opponent on islands. Look at these caravels go down into the water. Isn't that a beautiful sight? 22 longboats against 11 caravels, and the caravels are losing. Alright, so you have a few options. Hera, if he wants to, could consider going for some cannon galleons to start ranging DauT's buildings. You only want to do that, though, when you have 1 water. Because if you start investing resources into the cannon galleons and then DauT pushes back with a lot of numbers, you're in trouble. Now, Feitorias do not bring in resources very quickly, but they do bring in resources forever, as long as this building is up. They also take up 20 population space. So DauT has 2 Feitorias. He's bringing in stone, he's bringing in wood, food, gold. Feitorias were buffed a few months ago. Oh, Hera built 3 ranges in the middle. Beautiful. Thank you for reminding people, Hera. Okay. Let's go. Get the relic. You deserve the relic now. 20 caravels. 23 caravels against 57 longboats. And DauT thinks it's time to get town watch. Oh god, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, DauT can't see the ranges, so he's not intimidated yet. What if Hera runs out of wood? Serious talk here. What if, because he went for the meme, he runs out of wood? That's a big wood investment right there. He doesn't have a lot of wood remaining. DauT will have resources because of the Feitorias. He's building a third one right now. He has loads of wood left, does he though? Compare it to DauT and then look at the fact that DauT has Feitorias. DauT has like triple the amount of wood. Hera's trying to build a tower. Hera really just needed to get in here and engage earlier, but it's tough to do that. It's tough to do that when you're up against caravels. It's also very tough to judge. I still think with double the numbers, he's fine here. DauT's hoping the caravels will do okay. He does have the castle to fall back to. Hera needs to get some trebs and a transport. Okay, you're building houses here. That's cheating. Trebs and a transport. Transport them over and then start trebbing down that castle. The castle fire is definitely helping DauT out right now. But still, it's 21 military against 40. And DauT's population is very deceiving. He actually has 90 active population because you have to subtract 60 from whatever shows there. The last time I saw a DauT castle from DauT, Hidden Cup. Multiple. Wait, did he? I forget if DauT made them in the actual event. I know that he made them in the qualifier. Alright, DauT's farms are expiring. I think you should just let them expire at this point. What do you even need food for? I think DauT wants to place a castle here, which would probably be a mistake. That or towers. These engagements, all game long, have been decent for Hera, but... like, why is Hera always the victim of this strategy? It's like every time a secret player plays against them on islands, they go for Malay or Portuguese and try and outlast him. Hera having 30 more villagers now doesn't matter much if he won't have places to go with the villagers. There goes DauT, and DauT will try and drop a castle here. This could be a DauT castle. Of course, the towers for Hera will help. Hera has a lot of low HP longboats, I notice. DauT also could get the unique tech. Did he get that yet? I don't think he got that. It gives his ships extra armor. So if DauT has been holding on without that tech, imagine when he gets the technology and then has the resources. There it is. Speak of the devil. T90 Stradamus. Carrick. One of my favorite players of all time. What a beast. But also a cool unique tech for Portuguese. Are you serious? One villager still building that? Okay, my second monitor just died, so I can't see. Okay, now I can see what Twitch chat is saying. Alright, so the castle will shoot down the towers. DauT has more population. DauT's gonna win this freaking game, isn't he? So is that the strat for Portuguese? Is just survive as long as humanly possible and then build Feitorias? It's not about the caravels until late game? Dang! Didn't I say something like, I have a better chance of becoming a top 20 player than DauT does of winning this game? Alright, I need to reconsider my life choices. Listen, as much as I can appreciate... Oh! The villagers! Yo, that's amazing! I mean, not for them, and not for Hera, but have you ever seen a slaughter like that? As much as I can appreciate how DauT has played this, I can't help but feel really bad for Hera. Somebody convinced him. I know people were begging to build 3 archer ranges on the island. Now he's gonna run out of wood. And he knows the entire time as well. Like, I don't have the like, resources. Like, DauT will have endless stone, endless food, endless wood, endless gold with Feitorias. This comes down to caravels and post-imperial strength of Portuguese more than it does the archer ranges. DauT probably sees it too. He's like, what a noob. Is he a caster now? I think there's no way Hera wins now. The only thing, if Hera had cannon galleons and he could somehow protect them and start taking out buildings, then he could win. But I don't think he has the resources for that. He had the time earlier, but I don't think he was able to push his advantage home. And DauT's getting more gold as if he needs it. This might be a slow crawl, but DauT's going to have wood. Hera doesn't have wood, and cannon galleon now for DauT. Okay, so let's talk through Hera's options. Someone said, how about landing? That would be a way to do it. Now, you need to have decent units. I think probably the best thing he could do and have early success would be something like skirmishers or arbalest. But you have to build your... He built his ranges on the island. See, now finally someone relates. He needs to attack his opponent's eco, but he doesn't have his archer ranges on the right island. So, like, he's here to chop wood, but he can't... Even if he makes... Let's say he makes light cav. Vikings have pretty poor light cav. DauT already has ranged upgrades, so DauT could just make archers. If he makes... skirmishers, that might actually, funny enough, be his best option. But yeah, DauT could just make endless defensive towers. Hera's trying to snipe the eco, but the thing he can't snipe is what's right here. And they normally play bongo drums. There you go. That's the sound of victory right there for DauT. He has elite cannon galleon. Wasn't DauT behind by 2,000 score? Jeez, man. He was so far behind in this game. One town center, too. The bongo victory, yeah. Alright, so Hera... Oh, he's actually attacking the Feitoria. And now here come the caravels. You know what's silly about this, too? I was so convinced that Portuguese were just going to get stomped here that I talked about all... Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my word! Look at that! I talked about all the negatives of Portuguese. All the negatives. All the bright side of Vikings. But, guys, if you make it to post-imp with Portuguese, good freaking luck. Now, still, let's think about the top 3 water civs, assuming you have Portuguese in there. Italians? They don't have fast fire ship. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to end this on a high note. They don't get fast fire, right? No, they do get fast fire. What am I talking about? They do get fast fire. They get galleon. What don't they get? Heavy demo. That's what I'm confusing. Okay. So Italians would perform better here because they get fast fire, and fast fires are the counter to the caravels. Vikings not getting fast fire, that hurts. So it's a bit of a mind game if we were taking this extra seriously, like a tournament. If you were to ban Italians, leave Vikings open, and then Vikings gets picked and you pick Portuguese, you could actually try and counter Vikings, which is otherwise a very strong civilization. Let's look at the resources collected here. I think we've also confirmed that building 3 archer ranges on a neutral island is a losing strategy, by the way. More food collected for Hera, more wood collected for Hera, but more gold and stone for DauT. More than anything, the resources are pretty similar there. I think it just came down to options. So looking back, I think Hera should have done more. If that's the case, right? You could maybe build your castle on DauT's island. You could pressure with berserks. You could go light cab. You could go for a lot. Like, he built his castle here to play late game. He probably realizes this as well, but playing late game against Portuguese is probably what Portuguese wants, so maybe he should have gone more aggressive on DauT's land. If he did that, then DauT would have never had the opportunity to make the Feitorias, and then maybe DauT's caravels wouldn't matter. It's tough, though, because if you drop a castle on your opponent's islands on this map, all that person has to do then is pull out a few... Like, they see you're building it, they start making trebs before you complete yours, and they just treb that castle down. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to talk through the possibilities. But that was a great game. I'm really proud to announce that I'm now going to be a top 20 player soon. And to any team out there, I'm a free agent. You can go ahead and sign me. I'm no longer a caster. Also, to the people who think that's funny and are laughing, that is, you can laugh, but you can't do more than just 11 or just one lol, because that's when pain enters my heart, and that does not feel very good. So just get giggle, but leave it at that. Thank you.